Hi, my name's Ilma, and welcome to my channel. I've been posting Christian blogs 11 straight years every day. Today I'd like to share Genesis 19, verses 1 to 11. And here's the word of God. The two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he rose to meet them and bowed himself with his face to the earth and said, "My lords, please turn aside to your servant's house and spend the night and wash your feet. Then you may rise up early and go on your way." They said, "No, we will spend the night in the town square." But he pressed them strongly, so they turned aside to him and entered his house. And he made them a feast and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. But before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, both young and old, all the people to the last man, surrounded the house, and they called to Lot, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us, that we may know them." Lot went out to the men at the entrance, shut the door after him, and said, "I beg you, my brothers, do not act so wickedly. Behold, I have 2 daughters who have not known any man. Let me bring them out to you and do to them as you please. Only do nothing to this man, for they have come under the shelter of my roof." But they said, "Stand back." And they said, "This fellow came to sojourn, and he has become the judge. Now we will deal worse with you than with them." Then they pressed hard against the man Lot, and drew near to break the door down. But the men reached out their hands and brought Lot into the house with them, and shut the door. And they struck with blindness the men who were at the entrance of the house, both small and great, so that they wore themselves out groping for the door. Genesis 19, 1 to 11. And here's the essay I wrote about these following verses. Shameless acts of the Sodomites. Without Lot's knowledge, 2 angels came to Sodom while he was standing by the city gate. These 2 went ahead of God when the 3 men visited Abraham to announce the promised offspring. Previous to this event, God confided to Abraham the destruction that was going to be the fate of Sodom. In this account, we witness the reason why God wanted to destroy the city. The place was infested with homosexuals who wanted to get a piece from the 2 men who were guests of Lot. There was violence manifested as they panted for lust to have those 2 guests be the object of their sexual perversions. We also witness Lot's hospitality with his 2 strangers, and how he is probably the only one left righteous in that place. No wonder God wanted to destroy this wicked place. Reflection. What other Bible verses mention about homosexuality? In Leviticus 18 verse 22, it says, "You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination." And then in Leviticus 20 verse 13, it says, "If a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them." And then in the New Testament, in Romans 1 verse 26 to 27, it says, "For this reason God gave them up to dishonorable passions, for their women exchanged natural relations for those that are contrary to nature. And the man likewise gave up natural relations with women, and were consumed with passion for one another, men committing shameless acts with men, and receiving in themselves the due penalty for their error." what struck me most in this account is when Lot was volunteering his daughters who had not been with any man for them to make them their object of their desire instead of the two respectable guests, strangers that he didn't know. In our day now, that would be so probably why would he do that? But at the same time, if you come to think of it, it is more natural for this men to lust for girls or for women instead of for men. So I think also the fact that Lot has been living in Sodom for a while, and he knew this man, and he knew that they will not take the daughters because they are pervert, and they would probably prefer men than the women. But it is so disgusting to see the whole townspeople, the whole men, young and old alike, wanted to just go and be done with their passion, their lust for, they see a new man in their city, they wanted to have them. So it is so just that God is going to destroy this city. And so that's why this is probably one of those cities that homosexuality was so prevalent, and it's become like a norm of their lives. And so really, if you think about it, Lot is out of place in that city. But I think it is also a form of a consequence of Lot's choosing that area instead of giving Abraham the priority or the preference to choose the area when they separated ways. But it's such a shameless thing for when we become consumed by perversions, by sexual desires, shameless acts. We are left on our own. In other words, that's what it says in Romans 1. God leaves us on our own dishonorable passions. So that's the word Sodomites is coming from this account in the Bible. So those people who are into sexual immorality or perversions, they are called Sodomites. I'd like you to think about how unnatural it is for a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, to go together, because that is not how God made us. God made us man for woman, and that is very specific when he created man, that man is to be with a woman, not with another man. So I encourage you to reflect on these verses, and if you know anybody who would like you to explain why the Christians do not condone homosexuality, these are the verses that you need to show them that it is an abomination to the Lord. Thanks for watching. I hope you check my website at ILMA'S.com for artworks, photographs, and a copy of this blog. Please subscribe to my channel on YouTube so I could make more videos for the Lord. Thanks for watching, and I hope you check my other over 3,000 videos I've done in the last 11 years. Just type on Google or YouTube search ILMA'S Poem Devotional. Have a wonderful day.